This is the training video for summer registration 2016. The Google Docs you'll have shared with you. On the first tab is the instructions, and then each club of where our summer camps are currently being held. For now, we're just going to review instructions. We've changed a few things, and we're trying to speed up the process of the registration. This is why you'll have this Google document. Prior to step 1, the website will direct all customers to contact the club for availability. We do know that some customers, however, just automatically will enroll. Either way is fine. But what you need to know is for customers who phone in, it's imperative you tell them, as of this second or as of right now, I have availability in weeks, and you can specify. But the registration is first come, first serve online. Parents need to know that if they decide to wait 2 weeks to register or even 1 day, their care availability could be really different. Also, enrollment is only guaranteed once prepayment has been submitted and or authorization into auto pay for summer, and the family will also receive an email confirmation when the approval has happened. So those are the 3 things. They have to either prepay for 1 week of camp, which is $165. They have to sign up for either auto pay or direct withdrawal. Direct withdrawal is not the best choice, and I'll explain why later, but auto pay is the best feature. They can pay cash or check, but they would have to you'd have to receive payment before you could confirm enrollment. All right, we'll get into details about that below. So step 1, you want to check your home screen on Easy Child Track every day. For best practice, look for new registrations several times throughout the day. So on your Easy Child Track page, you'll see new applications and how many are pending. You hover over the number, and you would see Summer Camp 2016 if any summer camps were pending. For now, we'll pretend that SD84 in Nanaimo is our summer registration for the video. You click on the number beside, so that's 2 families are currently waiting to enroll. These are our test accounts. So you can see if you hover over the yellow bubble what the family is requesting and their start date. So this would show which weeks of care the family wanted. So week 1, week 5, week 9, for all of summer, they could specify here. Again, under primary account holder, the yellow bubble will have the parent information for email address and phone numbers, so you can contact them. To the application, as per the previous video, you can just click on to view complete application. Primary account will be here, secondary, emergency contacts, adults authorized to pick up. Page 2 will be your children's information. If there's any medical information you need to know, other questions that are important, please look for answers in this area here. Again, enrollment information will show if any other forms have been uploaded, confirming that all of the releases have been accepted. Some new things for summer camp going forward. You will not have a permission form or a swim level form anymore. Those are questions now asked as part of the registration. So you'll still have to have the parent handbook for them to accept, the parent contract, and the demographic link, which all of those are already available for them to see online. Terms and conditions. All right. I'm going to go back to our list. So when you see a new family pending, what you want to do is add their information to column A through E on the Google Doc. So we'll go ahead and click there. So A, B, C, D. Those are the 4 we filled out. At this time, you should be contacting the parent, set up a tour if you required it, or if they would like that. It's optional. Answer any questions they may have and confirm all care requested. If there's any changes, you're going to make sure you add this information in these two spaces here. So say you have everything sorted out, but you can only offer care for week 5 and 6. You'd enter the information here. If care was going to be at a separate club than the one requested, you can use the drop down here. If there is no changes, just leave the area blank. Okay. Part of enrolling for summer camp is ensuring that the account is in good standing, that they have no balance owing for the school year. They must pay 1 week of summer camp as a prepayment or be set up for auto pay in the amount of $165. Auto pay on the first of the month will automatically take the funds off of their credit card. If an account is MCFD, no deposit is required. If an account is subsidy, a prepayment of $100 has to be paid or auto pay set up. There are two ways to confirm, these are the ways, to confirm the payment methods. The two preferred methods are auto pay and check. There are two ways to determine if an account is set up as auto pay. First, you can go to, I'm going to close this for a moment so I can show you. In the flag area here, if you hover over the icons, it will specify what is available. And one of them is a money symbol with a green square. This is the auto payment flag. Look for that in this column here just by hovering over the icons. Neither of these families are set up for auto pay. For confidentiality, I cannot show you a screen that would have that at this time. Another way to tell is if you clicked on in the action column, there would be a way to tell if the account was auto pay. So if you were in the account tab, so account details of a certain child's account, again, we're in the test account, beside balance or payment due, you'll find in brackets the word auto pay. That's another way to verify. All right, we're just going to go back to our accounts that we're waiting for authorization. Okay, so another way parents can pay is via check. Again, the check has to be cashable now and will be deposited in the amount of $165 or $110 for subsidy. Again, MCFD accounts do not pay a deposit. We'll need to receive post-dated checks for July and August after care has been approved. An alternate method, there are 3 alternate methods. They're not the preferable choice. Email transfer, direct withdrawal, and cash. So email transfer is an email of the amount of 1 week of camp to the billing@bgccvi.com email address. Once the email transfer has been seen, staff will either, on your Google Doc, the admin can notify you there. You're aware that they are doing an email transfer. If you're aware and we haven't seen this yet, you can let us know. So once an email transfer has been confirmed, we can notify you through this. But we've received that. Okay, back to the instructions. Direct withdrawal. Now, this is not preferable because there's paperwork. So there's a 3-page direct withdrawal application, and we need to receive a voided check. On this form, preferable rate would be variable, and for a maximum of 1 month's worth of summer camp. So depending which they were wanting, July has 4 weeks, August has 5 weeks. So the best would be to pick the maximum for August to specify. They need to pick the 21st of the month, as the deposit has to be paid prior to camp. So June 21st, the first direct withdrawal would come out in the amount of July fees. Would not need to pay a deposit of 165 at this time though. The alternate method is cash. You need to receive 165 cash payment. Again, if it's MCFD, no payment, and if it's subsidy, only 100. And the loan in August would have to be paid before the first of the month. So at this point, you're going to complete the line items with information for columns F through G. So let's say, again, these are the weeks we could offer the family. There's no change in location. So under here, final approval, the LPS of the club where care is at will put their name. So for Aspen, let's just say it is Jack. So let's say for Jack, he's entered his information. This is what's going to flag admin to complete the registration process. We'll go back to instructions. Column H will trigger admin to do the enrollment. Do not add your name until you are ready for this step. It is up to the LPS to ensure payment of 1 week of camp made or the setup of payments for auto pay or direct withdrawal for the 21st has been created before you add your name. The payment has to be sorted out before we can do enrollment. This could affect their availability of what we have. So important that parents are aware of this when you are working with them. All right, so again, to fill out the form, entering the date, child's name, whether they are current member waitlist, or new member, care requested, weeks at first. In June, we should start seeing days. The location of care requested, just using the drop-down menu. Care approval, if it's different than what they've requested. Location change, if it's different. Once the LPS approves care, they put their name here. This will trigger, again, admin to do their part. So for column I and J, when I see this, I'm going to go ahead and put the date. So let's say the date was the same day as when they enrolled. We're trying to track the length of time this is taking us for training purposes. And then the name of the person registering the enrollment. So in this case, I would put my name because I would be the one registering the person. We will have a few staff and admin be able to do this going forward. All right. At this point, step 3, final enrollment by admin. Admin to do the enrollment based on the LPS provided. Final confirmation of enrollment. So after you have seen that we have done the entry, what we would like to see here is knowing that you've seen the registration has been complete. The reason behind this is if there's a short turnaround and it's summer already and they're starting tomorrow, we want to ensure the staff are aware that this child needs to be put on their attendance. So the staff could put and verified or verified and your initials. we have any questions to you, we will add them in this column here. Any questions you have to us, put them in here with your verified and your initials, and we will watch for that. Okay. Then the column L is information to an LPS from admin, only if there is any. And then step 6 is start of paperwork and the start of care. You'll need to print the registration paperwork. Ensure you click Add Terms and Conditions. Have the new family review the registration form on or before their first day of care, and sign the last page after they have read over the terms and conditions. Electronic initials are not acceptable for licensing, so it's really important you're having the parents sign. Ensure you receive immunization record to complete the registration packet prior to care. You will need to upload this record once the enrollment is complete. If parent has not uploaded a photo of their child, you will need to do this before child attends as well. And the final step, step 7, is your attendance rosters. To ensure all registrations are captured, rosters should be printed just prior to program start, not several days in advance. Otherwise, reprint of roster will be required, or you will need to manually adjust your rosters by writing the names on. So again, the final approval here is what's going to flag for us. Really important you're watching for this. When we see this, that's triggering us to finalize the enrollment, and then you to confirm you're aware everything has been completed. When the enrollment has been completed by admin, this line will no longer exist. So this child, so if I completed the registration here, line 1 would actually delete from the screen and go into your regular accounts. Line 2 will actually move up into line 1. That concludes the registration process. If you have any questions, please let us know on admin or rewatch the video. And this is our trial for Google Docs. One thing I want to stress real quick before we finish, it's really important that every day, hopefully a couple times throughout the day, you are updating your spreadsheet. It's up to the LPS to add all the new registrations onto this list. Again, we are watching for column H in order to finalize enrollments. We're hoping this speeds up the whole process. Thanks again. Enjoy.